What's up guys, Omar, broker and CEO of Alden Mortgage and Omar Realty. So these are gonna be some of the biggest things to avoid and the biggest mistakes any home buyer could make whenever you're buying a home, right? So it doesn't matter, like you could be a seasoned buyer, an investor, or you could just be a person that's gonna be, it's your first time home buyer. But anytime that you buy a home, it's probably one of the most, I don't care who you are. It's a very scary thing to do because you don't want to have been had because everybody knows what happened back in 2008 and before that, and everybody has become nervous with like, this person's going to take advantage of me or this is going to take advantage of me. So the first thing that you're going to want to go ahead and make sure that you look at is, well, first you have to go get pre-qualified, pre-approved, right? You have a pre-qualification period and then you have your pre-approval period. Your pre-qualification is we get your paperwork and then we decide, what loan product that we could possibly get you into. And then what we do is, as mortgage brokers, we go ahead and put you into an automated underwriting system to see exactly how much that you get approved for, okay? So after we get you pre-qualified, then we will go ahead and get you pre-approved. Now, as mortgage brokers, and I'm not saying that, all of them do it, but you have to look at your when you get your rate that's locked, okay? You get your rate that's locked, make sure you go down each line item to see exactly how much you're getting charged, because we have something called junk fees, right? Junk fees are something that everybody hears about, but like, how would you know what junk fees are? Junk fees are like, oh, do I have to pay for a survey? No, what the hell would anybody pay for a survey for? I saw something come across my desk. Somebody passed me a loan estimate and said, hey, Omar, can you beat this rate? Can you beat these fees? And I was like, sure, let me go ahead and take a look at it. Charge you over $100 and something on credit. Excuse me. How much should you pay for credit? Well, credit typically, okay, because we have to go ahead and invoice that out. We'd make no money off of it, and we shouldn't make any money off of it. Nobody should make any money off of pulling credit. With us, it's about $38. $38. Most people are like, so to find a range, it's between, let's say, $35 and $50. Somewhere around there is what an average credit pull is going to go ahead and cost you. For the most part, it's very obvious to see what a junk fee is, okay? And if you do need some help, assistance, looking something over, and of course, you don't have to use me as your broker. You could use anybody. And of course, all this information I'm giving you is only for informational purposes. If you'd like to use me, that'd be great. Equal opportunity housing lender. I'll be more than happy to look over any scenario, maybe even try to beat a rate for you. NMLS ID and everything is down there. This is not a promise to lend. It's damn disclaimers. I have to go ahead and give every one of them. It's so stupid, but whatever. All the NMLS stuff and all that stuff is down below. But I'm not saying use me. You can if you like, but I'm saying always get a second opinion whenever you go. And then the second biggest thing is people do not shop around. Shop around, whether it's your realtor or your broker, a real estate agent, if you're using a real estate agent, or your lender. Shop around on all of them. It shouldn't be, it's like this, my sister is a real estate agent, I want to use my sister, or I want to use my brother, no, it's pennies and dollars at the end of the day, and it's your money. You want to save as much as you possibly can. So number 2 is going to be the shopping around. You could go around and get a lot of rebates out there, down payment assistance. There's grants, certain companies that offer, like for instance, there's this great program that Bank of America offers, and I don't know, it's January 2022 right now, and I don't know if they still offer it, but for a time that they were offering $17,500 for you to go ahead and purchase a home. Now, there was no contingencies, there was no nothing. It's like, here you go, it's $17,500 right in your pocket. Are there people that offer something very, very similar? Yeah. But that is an amazing, amazing product that they went ahead and offered, and nobody does something like that. I didn't hear any other company offering something that dramatic and that drastic. And Bank of America, let's just face it, they've been on the forefront. Like, I always compete with Bank of America, and let's face it, sometimes I lose a lot to Bank of America, because whenever they put their mind to it, whenever they say, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and look after the big guy, this almost seems like an avocation for Bank of America, which I just like them. They're solid people. They're so far I have nothing bad to say about them. But As far as shopping around, whether it's Bank of America, whether it's Wells Fargo, whether it's Chase, whether it's your local broker, a credit union, whoever it is, make sure you go ahead and shop around. Now, when you do go shop around, okay, just remember, nobody is going to go ahead and compete with each other unless you have an LE, which is a loan estimate, that shows a locked rate. Because they want to go ahead and compare apples to apples. They want to see, okay, this is the fee, this is how much origination, this is how much they're calculating for title, escrow, any other fees that they might charge. Everybody is different. We are not the title and escrow company, so we don't control those charges. We get to shop around, which is number 3. You have to shop around on your title company too. Now, this is all your money. You got to do your due diligence. Like, okay, for me, I already did my shopping around as a mortgage broker. I know who I use. My main people is Old Republic Title. I love Old Republic Title. They have some of the best rates. I appreciate most of the stuff they do. They're really, really like on time, and they're very punctual with everything. I like Old Republic Title. That's my opinion. You might actually hate Old Republic Title. You might want to go with, I don't know, with XYZ Title, or you might want to go to whatever title company that you want to go to, title and escrow. Now, these are things that you want to shop around for, because this could ultimately cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. You don't want to throw that money away. It makes no sense. This is the money that you saved and you worked so hard for, to go ahead and just dump it away. Now, the closing cost on that is typically, and every case is different depending on the county that you're in, depending on if you are impounding or not impounding. And of course, impounding is if you want your taxes and insurance combined into your monthly mortgage payment. So whatever your tax rate is in your county, it's typically between 1 and 1.4, 1.5, depending on if you have special assessments or you have a Melrose. Melrose is just like an additional tax because you live in, like, I don't know, Beverly Hills or some sort of prestigious area, and they have a Melrose, which is like a, hey, you're welcome, you live in this county or the city type of thing. It's trash. I hate Melrose. I hate special assessment. I don't understand it, but it is what it is, and they have it. So you have to calculate all these. If you are not impounding, just remember you still also have to pay upfront on a reserve account for those taxes and insurance, because you can't just go. When you do buy, you also have to know what time you are buying in, right? So if, like, for instance, if I bought in July, right? And I put an offer in July, and the tax rate, the seller already paid the taxes for January through July, and then now there's July until the end of the year that's covered. These are things that could also be negotiated, which this is another reason why you should have a really, really good broker on your side that goes ahead and lets you see, hey, can I get seller credits on this? Can I get a little bit of this? Can I get a little bit of that? Now, of course, in 2022, in January, and especially most of 2021, it's been pretty crappy. It's been absolute garbage, and there's no wiggle room on majority of everything, because let's just face it, it's a seller's market, and it is what it is. But okay, and now we're gonna go to number 3. Don't go house poor, okay? Do not go house poor. Now, when you come to me or any lender out there and you say, hey, Omar, what can I get pre-approved for? I am going to give you your max pre-approval. Does that mean that you should go to that max? Absolutely not. Do not go house poor, because what we do is we go by your gross. Now, your gross is going to be how much you make before taxes, before any expense, before anything, right? So if, like, let's say hypothetically you make $10,000 a month, okay? That's a really good salary. It's $120,000 a year. Now, on a regular conventional, you could go between 46 and 50 for the sake of argument. We're just gonna go to 50. That's gonna be $5,000 a month. On FHA, if you're gonna go down that route, that's up to 56.99%, which is stupid too. Why don't you just make it 57%? Doesn't make any sense on that either. But you could go up to 56.99%, and then 57, let's just say that's $5,700 before taxes on a pre-approval. Absolutely not. So, god damn it, stupid camera always turns off and I always forget. Let's see where we're at. Now, does that really mean that you should go up to $5,700 a month No. Now we do have our front end ratios, and then we also have our back end ratios. Now what I am giving you is going to be the whole total back end ratio. We do have the front end ratio, which I'm not going to get into too much detail. I don't want to overwhelm you too much. You know, that's what we're here for. We're here to go ahead and do all that stuff for you. But if you do want to do a calculator, if you want to see how much your mortgage payments will be, PMI and everything like that, you could go ahead and link. I have my website up there. We have these great calculators on there. You could go ahead and scroll around. You could do whatever you want and figure things out on your own and see, you know what should I really budget for? Now, in hindsight, what do I actually recommend that people do? I believe that you should not ever use your gross income to go ahead and get, you know, to figure out how much money that you could possibly spend on a house. What I always recommend is to take a look at your net, okay? How much do you actually take home every single month, every a couple of weeks, and then give yourself a buffer. You know, you have your mortgage, you have your car payments, your credit cards, and then also, the one thing that people don't think about is before they buy a house is like, hey, how much am I gonna have money left over to go ahead and spend for myself? This is super important because you don't want to be house poor, right? Like you don't want to live in this really great house and then you don't have money to go do anything else. Like if you're sitting there every single month and you're just hemorrhaging money on a mortgage payment, and then you have your property tax, your insurance, then you have your running costs, which is your utilities, your maintenance, any type of landscaping, if you do have a landscaping, HOA fees. These are all things that, and then what if you have like an out-of-pocket expense that all of a sudden just comes up, like, oh, you have like a busted pipe. Mind you, also make sure you get homeowners insurance. Homeowners insurance is great. I personally, my personal favorite, now this is not I'm not saying, you know, go get them, and I don't say, like advocate, like we don't get any money off of this. This is just it's not a promotion. This is just my personal opinion on who I like. I like Home Shield. I think it's Home Shield. Pretty sure it's Home Shield. They are awesome. Now, whenever you do get homeowners insurance, just please know that there's a 30-day waiting period. I found that out the hard way. But your water heater pops, you know, you have some electrical issues, you have like, you know, your roof falls apart or whatever the case may be, right? You got to look at these expenses too. And then what if you need to leave your house for a little bit? What if you need to leave your house? What if you have a leaky roof and then you have like a bunch of dudes up on top of the roof and they have to rip things out? Like these are things that a lot of people don't think about when you're buying a house, but you have to think about these. These are very important because I don't know how many people that I've seen that are just like, you know, Omar, I need to go out and refinance. I need to do a cash out because I need money to do this and I need to do that. To give you a story, like I have a family member right now that is doing it, who's doing an attachment, right? Is doing an attachment which they had a single story house and then they're putting a second floor on there, right? Because they had a leaky roof and everything completely. So they're like, you know what, might as well take this time to go ahead and do that, which I told her I went against it because I'm like, where are you gonna go until this gets done? Then they had contractor issues, then the contractors were coming, they were going. 8 months it's been. They've been living with their family members for 8 months. That is stupid. It is unheard of. What if you didn't have family members? What if you have to go stay at a hotel or something? What if you get kicked out of their house? They're like, you know what? You guys are just a pain in my ass. I don't want to deal with you and you got to go. So don't avoid that mistake of just going house poor, okay? House poor is probably one of the biggest things that we do because we don't know exactly anything more than the information you give us. So if you tell me, hey Omar, what is the most I could get pre-approved for? I am going to give you your max for your pre-approval. I won't suggest it, but I'm also not a financial advisor. No mortgage broker in the world is. I take that back. There's probably some mortgage brokers, but we shouldn't. We shouldn't be able to give you more financial advice. Go get a second party, a third party, and go talk to them and be like, listen, what realistically should I go ahead and do? Because you want to have your savings, you want to have money for spending. You know, these are important things. So if you do buy a house and you go FHA and it's like $5,700 a month that you're paying on a mortgage with your running costs and everything like that, what are you left with, like $400 a week? That doesn't make any sense. So don't make that mistake. So ultimately, look at your loan estimate when you go into, so you don't get hit with any of these junk fees. Shop around for lenders. Shit, even if you do business with me, even if I am your mortgage broker and you are watching this video, shop me around too. I would prefer for you to shop me around, and then always see if I could go ahead and beat that rate that they have or whatever fees that they're thing. So whenever you're looking at it, you're gonna have origination fees or underwriting fees, title, escrow, any impound accounts, credit, appraisal. These are not part of your closing costs. These are gonna be paid beforehand. Sometimes we get appraisal waivers. It depends. Everything is a case-by-case scenario, but you wanna go ahead and make sure you don't get hit with any stupid junk fees. You don't wanna pay some, whatever. If you do have a specific question, just put comments below and we will go ahead and I will respond to as many people as I can to go ahead and let you know, okay, that was a stupid fee. You should not be paying that fee, and you should go back to them if you prefer to go with whoever your lender is, and be like, listen, I don't want to pay this. I'm not gonna go pay this. Or you could just jump ship with somebody else. Be like, you know what, money's money. It's like you don't have any loyalty to one big bank, unless you have a broker friend like myself, this beautiful man right here, and just let me know. We don't do those stupid junk fees, and I don't see why anybody should. But if this content really helped you out, please like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff, and up to 50% commission rebate on your next home purchase, and 0% commission options are available on listing your house. Yes, that's right. We have 0% listing options on selling your house. And for any lending inquiries that you might have, link in the description below, NMLS ID number, all that stuff is down there, equal housing opportunity lender. Till next video, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Not to mention, we're gonna go get some tacos here in a little bit. So if you really wanna, if you're done watching the rest of this video, by all means, go watch another video and this and that. But I am gonna go and get some tacos because we have this thing that's called tacos and mortgages. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about mortgage, which we're doing right now, and then I'm gonna go grab a taco and we're gonna find the best taco places in all of the LA County area, San Diego, Orange County, and San Francisco, Oakland, the Bay Area, Silicon Valley. I love tacos. What do you want with me? I'm a fat ass. That's what my life has come to. Tacos and mortgages. Fuck it. What better life than to do that? Keep it up. No, that was pretty stupid. That was keep it up. Why did I say keep it up? Well, anyways, if you really want to stick around and you want to watch the taco review, first we have to go to like this place in Valencia. After we go to Valencia, then we're gonna go, because we have to do a property tour, which we also do property tours. So if you like it, watch some of the property tours. We got a bunch of them. They're not that great. I know they're not that great, but the information is out there. So if you want, like, subscribe, comment, all that blah, 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 blah. But let's go get some tacos. First, property tour. After property tour, then we're gonna go ahead and get some tacos and yeah. Peace.